Hello Libra, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. Libra, this is your September read. I'm just now getting to it, but Spirit was pretty adamant about getting this read out to you today, so that's what we're going to do. This will be for your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Cross Watcher, if you're here, welcome to the channel as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it, right? Thank you to everybody that has subscribed, liked, shared, commented, booked personal reads with me. I appreciate the donations, subscribing to the channel memberships. So thank you for all that. Personal reads are open and available. That information can be found in the description box below, as well as the about section of the page. So anything you need to know is in those two spots. I'm going to put these back in, Libra. Let's see. Spirit, what's going on for Libra in the mid to late September? What's the call to this reading today for? Serendipitous changes. You know, when I think about serendipitous, I think of good, making better choices, making healthier choices. 13 and 10. 10-13, your birthday could be 10-13. Could be on the 3rd or the 13th or the 3rd of the month specifically. For Libra, please, Spirit, what is going on for Libra at this time? Strength. Libra, you're going to need your strength in the month of October. While we're talking September, I think you're going to need your strength in the month of October. When I look at this picture, or this card of strength with this deck, that's Leo energy. But it gives me the impression of a tree being blown, like during a hurricane. You've seen the footage on the news, right, of winds and trees being whipped around, and it's being like bent this way and bent that way. That's kind of how this feels to me. And then we've got the Devil, the Lust card in this deck. It is a couple, though. There's a couple here that... Oh, Libra, either you... This is separate of you. Libra, either you are stepping into a space of a warrior, or maybe this is you. Maybe you're in a toxic relationship dynamic, obsessing over something. But it's like somebody's got eyes on... It's almost like taking a walk on the dark side, Libra. How do I explain this energy? Spirit's using the word tantalizing. It's almost like, okay, these videos are not made for kids, so there's that. It's almost like, God, this is gross. It's almost like somebody demanding someone else pleasure, like give them attention, or demanding something while they pleasure themselves. Like, that's weird, but here we are. Like, something about that is, it's like bending and breaking. What in the hell have I tapped into today? But it's almost like someone's sitting in the background. Again, this could be you watching somebody else in this very odd dynamic. It's almost like somebody's got their grips in someone else. Somehow you're connected to this, right? Or that's the perception of. Bear with me. I know this is coming out slowly, but it's like, I don't know how to explain this. This is such a strange... Your readings for me are so different. They always have been. Someone's got some serious issues. I mean, I don't even know how else to slice that one. Somebody's got some serious issues. And it's almost like, it almost could be something like somebody's with somebody else, but yet they're still thinking about you. Put it like that. Like when somebody could have had a weird fetish, like, I mean, whatever tickles your fancy, but it's like somebody is never in tune with the person they're with because they're still caught up on somebody or something else. It's like they're distant. The Strength card is, this is going a couple of different ways. So I'm just going to read it as I see it. Put yourself where you belong if this resonates with you, because I don't know what else to make of this. This is very strange energy. So I don't know. It's like taking a walk in the dark, taking a walk on the dark side of the moon. I don't know how to explain that. All right, so there comes the Death card right off the bat. Scorpio energy. Got Scorpio and Leo here. Those are fixed sign energies. Ten of Swords. Again, it's like somebody's watching. Somebody's watching an ending. A very brutal, very betrayed kind of ending taking place here. King of Cups, again, Scorpio energy. The King and Queen of Swords. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. It is... It's like somebody is watching the end of something getting ready to take place. Okay, let's see. I'm curious as to what this Strength is about. What is the Strength specifically about, Spirit? Because it's such an odd energy. Like, it's in somebody's bowing back and forth. Like, the winds have happened. There's been pressure. The structures, Spirit is saying, getting ready to break. Page of Pentacles, the Star. Underlying that is the Hierophant and the Six of Swords. What was once happy and fulfilling for somebody, Libra, is the Tower and the Three of Swords. The Six of Swords, the Tower, the Three of Swords. With the Strength card. Like, your perseverance is going to be necessary. It's, the Page of Pentacles to me is like, I could say a child. Like, it almost feels like there's an innocence here, to a story told not all that long ago. Put it that way to you. What was said to be true is likely coming to light. It just, there's somebody here, Libra, that is just watching some kind of destruction getting ready to take place. I could even say to you that the 3rd and the 13th of October may hold special significance to what is to come. There's something around or between those dates where there's a 10-day period there. And there's the 3 too. There's the 3 again. This is insane energy. It's like, it's giving me a headache, honestly. It's getting ready to cause mass destruction for someone. I'm going to see this Lust card, Spirit. I'm going to take a different approach with this reading just because of the way that the energy is coming in. I've always said to you guys, like, it's like I'm reading for you and yet maybe the cross watcher, like it's like a 50-50 thing. 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords. It's very deceptive, right? And in quick response, it's very deceptive because it's like, again, it's like one side of this is getting pleasure and getting full reciprocity. The other side of this is being left out in the cold. It's almost like they're hanging on, they're gripping on to a person, and they're the only one doing the work. They're the only one giving in a situation. Extreme masculine and feminine energy here. Here comes the Strength card again, Leo, once again. There's somebody watching. Whoever that, like, Libra, I'm probably gonna make this short and sweet. Like, whatever this is that I have been called to sit here to feed to you, to tell you about, whomever or whatever, it's a whomever, they don't want to be where they are, but they're there and they're with somebody else. And again, it's like they think about you. They're thinking about you and only you in this situation. And it's like fantasizing. That Strength card again coming out. He's got the rose in his mouth. He wants to give that. It's a Casanova kind of energy, wanting to give that to somebody else, but never being able to allow themselves to do just that, right? Never being able to do just that. What is this person, like, what is this person, why this person, why this Two of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Five of Cups. They've made some sort of choice in the past, something that was based on looks, stability, that they felt would make sense, that would provide some kind of opportunity, only to realize that there's a lot more heartbreak to this. It's like somebody entered something just because it looked good on paper, and now realizing it's not so good. What is this about? Messages, communication, noisy. See, again, it's like somebody, there could be somebody here in a dynamic, empty room, literally. They said all the right things. They did all the right things. If you're a cross watcher for Libra, especially feminine energy, if you're in your feminine energy, it's like they knew how to persuade you. Libra, even for you. They knew how to persuade you. It's like the distraction, right? It's like a magician. I'm going to keep your eye over here while I pull this rabbit out of my sleeve kind of thing, right? They knew how to keep you hooked into whatever this was, only to leave you like at night at home alone, very isolated feeling, very alone kind of feeling, very left out in the cold kind of feeling, very one-sided situation of what's in it for me, I'm not doing this for you kind of thing. They know all the, they knew, I don't want to say they know, like this person knew all the right things to say. They knew how to cause distractions to keep you entangled in a web of lies, literally a web of lies. Who is the warrior in this? You're gonna know, because whoever has come after you in regards to finances, you've had to protect, maybe teach yourself new lessons around finances. You've had to guard yourself. This person could have used money as a form of manipulation or abuse in the past. And you know to keep your eye on whatever this couple or whoever this couple is. It's what they've done, right? It's what they've done in the past. So you know to be on guard. See, honor. If you've walked in a space of dignity, if you've walked in to things with the greatest of integrity, and you've done all the right things, this is you. Keeping eyes on a particular situation, knowing how deeply disturbing this situation is. What is the connection between Libra and this couple? It feels high-powered. It feels social. It feels status-related somehow. You know, like, I don't know why I'm getting a cheese grater. It's like death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, you think about a cheese grater. If you slice your hand or whatever, fingers on a cheese grater, like, all those little cuts hurt. Like, this person is cutting this person, literally, taboo, limit, crime, forbidden love, curiosity, rose, short-lived, cool down. Like, this person doesn't take no for an answer. This person around you comes in long enough to stir up the shitstorm. And I said about that strength card that it's like a hurricane, right? Like, you see the winds blowing in that card. It's a storm. It's the storm. It's the calm before the storm. with this person. Like, you're gonna know because you're the one who's had to protect yourself. And this couple is like their connection together is unhealthy. This could be trauma bonding. This could have been, again, what looks good on paper, socialites as well. That only works for so long. Like, it only looks good for so long. It only, you know, you can only go over and rehash the same shit so many times. And that's what happens with this couple. Like, this is such a weird reading. Trash. It's all this. Listen, this person who, however you are connected to that dynamic, gosh, that person that they chose to do business with, be in a relationship with, gain off of, that person may just now be understanding that they are disposable. They were one of many options. There's something that has had performance. The game is up. Greed. They're realizing that there was more to this than what met the eye. That this person was, I said, like a smooth talker, knew what to say, how to say it, when to say it. Like, you need to keep your eyes open if you're dealing with somebody like this, because their obsession, and I said obsession literally, and that card is here, they never did anything with integrity. They didn't do it for the right reasons. They didn't want, like, their love was conditional. Their connection to you was conditional. It's like they have this idea that love is supposed to hurt. Love is painful. So they could say mean, callous things or be snippy with the person that they're with or the people that they're engaging with in general. Like, and if you do them wrong, again, death by 1,000 cuts. Like, they will be vengeful and hateful and spiteful. They will make you think over and over again that you were the problem. They will gaslight you. What about this couple? Future goodbye. There's a split here that's happening between, I literally said gaslight. They will gaslight you. Look at that. And envy. The future for this couple, whatever this coupling is grave, is what I'm hearing. Like, it's not something that can be maintained, and it's getting ready to come to an end. At some point, they're going to regret whatever doings they've done to you, whatever it was financial manipulation, just being cold and callous. Like, is it Madonna, live to tell? Like, I live to tell the secret, I think is what she says. Like, you're going to live to tell, I told you so. Whatever that means, I told you so. What a mix of energy. Intuition, you've seen this coming. Somebody could have had children with this person. There could have been complications around that. Again, it's like making sure someone is stuck to them. Everything they touch, they make sure that somebody is stuck to them. It's like, if I keep control over situations, then they're forever tied to me. And I have control of that situation. I've got control of what they say, what they do, where they go, who they associate with. It's a very gross need for dominance in something here, okay? Now, you, or whomever is the warrior here at the Strength card, what is this bend and breaking that I picked up with the Strength? This is gonna, I'm gonna tell you, this is gonna create some kind of conflict in your life. The communication, again, this could be around children somehow. Four of Pentacles, but your job is to hold steady. Four of Pentacles, I don't ever really see as holding steady, but you're going to have to hold some things together on your side of the fence. The Knight of Cups, and address things from a higher morale than this person is. Five of Swords, because through their own disastrous mess, there's going to be a lot of things to decipher, a lot of lies, a lot of severing of ties that are going to start to happen. You may see people kind of come out of the woodwork around this person, and you're going to find out things that you didn't know about before. But your job is to stay, you know, that Strength card that I seen versus this particular card in this Emperor is, it's like, I don't want to say who reigns supreme, but it is definitely somebody, you are becoming somebody who can withstand the storm. So you've done some healing work for yourself. You've learned how to stand out from those fights. Let people have their sense of false victories or whatever the hell they think they've been doing. But like anything that was wished your way is like being flip-flopped. I hope that's making sense. So for the Warrior here, see someone else communicate. I told you, you're going to get information. You're going to hear something from a third party that it's like, it may not be super clear cut, but it's like this person has never let go of you. It's like all of a sudden somebody wants to spill the beans around something. The addiction, right? The obsession of what's actually been going on behind the scenes that you weren't maybe solely privy to, but you're starting to get a clearer picture about this. For somebody, I don't think this is for many, maybe one or two, they could be, that situation, they could be leaving, or you could be leaving to go somewhere, and you find out something by way of that travel or communication, something about that. 5, 6 o'clock specifically could be of importance. Maybe even 4 o'clock. I don't know why that's coming in. But once you get this confirmation around what is happening, it's almost like you're able to move on with your life in a way that you hadn't before. It's like it's going to like clean itself up, clear itself up somehow. Commit, literally, and moving into a new level of commitment for you. So there's something here about this cycle that has blocked you or held you back in some way because of this connection to this couple or this thing. It's disastrous. It's a disastrous situation. Like, excuse me. Wanted to ask Spirit a question about this specifically. Spirit, to get into the tie that actually binds all of you to this situation would be too bad. Like, there's too much to go into. Basically, there's so many different ways. What is the Warrior being freed from here? What is that let go? The High Priestess, the Ten of Pentacles, the Hermit. This was likely, I'm hearing a birthright of a healing journey, but there's also a right to birth. So again, this could be tied to children in some capacity, something that you knew would always come to be, but this was tied to family, legacy, inheritance, where it just felt like you could never move on from that particular situation. It's almost like you always had to protect yourself. You always had to protect yourself from words, from temper tantrums, whatever this was. Again, another card of a child. 8 of Cups. What is 4 of Swords? You've done the healing, the Sun. You've done the healing work. Leo energy again. Strength, the 2 of Cups. You've done the work around your partnerships or the dynamics in which you want to have in your life. This, to me, this is someone who was very toxic in your life at some point, who never did the healing work. They just manifested. They just, I'm going to have this, I'm going to have that, I'm going to do this. And if somebody got in their way, they would bulldoze them. For you, this is the end of a massive cycle that's closing out, in Spirit saying at last, whether you know it or not. Like, it's always been about, I'm going to say money. Like, it really feels money related, that just the cards that have come out and what I'm seeing here. I'm going to be nosy. Gonna be nosy. What happens with this couple? What is the breaking point here? I heard loneliness. What is the breaking point in this situation? I just heard we're not doing that battle again. They're having disagreements around something. Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles. It's still third party. It's still very third party. I've seen that third party since we started here, right? You can't have your cake and eat it too, right? Like, you got to make room for other things. And it's like somebody holding on to somebody and never moving on. It's like having like being in love with someone at some point and never healing from it, but then you move on and you get married to somebody else. Like, somebody never gets over that. But yet, Five of Swords with that Magician. But yet, it's like, again, Three Swords in his hand. Like, just let go. It's almost like this person has kept a secret from the person that they're with about their feelings towards you. And going, I'm just, no matter what, I'm going to win. So whether it's that person or that person, I'm going to win. I'm going to do what I want to do, how I want to do it on my terms. It's very self-deceptive. It's very deceptive of the people that they're dealing with. Five of Pentacles, they leave a lot of, literally, lovers, choice, justice, Libra. It's almost like somebody could, like, have you ever been that person? You're having a rendezvous with your person and that person yells out someone else's name. It's like, excuse the fuck out of you. Like, same sort of vibe here. Like, they are where they are, but they're not thinking about where they are. They're elsewhere. Their head is elsewhere. And I just feel like someone is tired of being under financial difficulties, tired of feeling depleted, tired of the hardships, tired of having to overcome what this person brings to the table with them. Ten of Pentacles. See, it's all Pentacles. Fives and Tens of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Someone's feeling the need to protect their assets and their home and their family, and they can't keep doing it on those terms anymore. Three of Swords. So whomever this person is connected to, they could be calling a divorce attorney in the month of October, because there's a need to protect the Ten of Pentacles. Even the Four of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Three of Swords. It's destruction to what was once happy or assumed to be happy, right? But this person is just, it's finally, why is this finally hitting this person? It's like, you ever, Five of Wands, there's too much fighting in their heads over at the Devil. They're realizing how toxic this person is. They're realizing how much competition there has been, how much fighting there has been, how much just the need to keep causing turmoil in a dynamic that should be happy. It's just coming, the cycle is coming to an end. Again, it's, get out your divorce attorney cards, guys. Like, I don't even know what else to say to them. This is the weirdest and craziest reading I may have ever done in my life. Seriously. Like, this person can't get over you, and it has just poisoned their everyday waking life. Everything that they do, everything that they say, every thought that they have, every way that they move in life. If you somehow, or like if someone else is talking to them and brings you up, they spiral back into that. Anything that happens, it's like they spiral again. And I said in the beginning, it's like status, like what looks good on paper. There it is. Social standing is very important to me. I'm only interested when I'm elevating my image, or when you're elevating my image. And anybody who tests that they're likely to want to destroy you for it. You have maybe honestly offered somebody some sort of advice in the past they did not take. Who's the communication coming from when the warrior here, in this case, however it fits for you, who's this information coming from? Misunderstanding, love. Someone else is trying to protect you from deceit that's going on behind the scenes. They're going to tell you about an argument. They're going to tell you about a fight. They're going to tell you about something that is like taken out of context. They could be overhearing somebody taking something out of context. But it's almost like this person too is kind of like on an in-between space. They don't know, like, they have love for you, but they hate, Spirit, they hate being lied to. So maybe this person's been lying to them as well. This person, again, I would dare to say there's children involved here. And one parent could be using, literally, big favor. It's like bribery. They're bribing the other, they're bribing a child over something. But this is like, whatever this child states is, it's going to close out whatever this unresolved business is between you and this person. Like, this is going to be the end all be all, because they're not, like, what happens with this person moving forward? They're not going to have a leg to stand on. Like, whatever they've done in the past that has been so deceitful, it's like they've sabotaged their own life, not realizing like one day they would get caught up in their own whirlwind of bullshit. And it's happening. That cycle, that karma is coming around. They made a deliberate choice with that Lover's card in the past to make piss poor decisions. Now it's coming back around. There's a massive separation here. There's a big karmic closure that's happening between now and, I would say, October 13th. What does this do for the person that's being cut loose, whether this is Libra or the cross watcher? If they get to move on. Cosmic, you have been a part of something that you've never belonged to. I could even say like black sheep kind of energy, right? If this isn't romantic, maybe it's a family dynamic. You're going to be able to finally feel yourself. You're finally going to be able to live again, to breathe again. Because you were a part of something that your soul was never meant to. It was like you came in here for a lesson, but not to live in it. I hope that's making sense. Anything else? Awakening. You are starting to remember who you truly are. Old beliefs are falling away. Stand in this awakening with courage. It is your gateway to your next evolution. Threads of destiny. That was what I want to ask Spirit. How this is going. Like, is there something like this awakening for you? Do you need to be on your toes over anything? Do you need to be aware of anything? Knight of Wands. Emperor. There'll be some fussing and fighting, but you're also going to be separate of it. Could be dealing with a Taurus in this situation. Anything else? You know, if there's a tie to money here, like they owe you something, be mindful with your money if you're expecting, like they may try to withhold money or funds, or it's almost like they're going through a hard time, so they want to make it harder on you. Right? Projection at its finest. So just know that they're going to try to burden you, but I feel like you've already been down this road before. You're not going to need to worry about it because you've got other support. Yeah, luck is on your side in this situation. You're just going to need to continue to work on your inner healing around this regardless. Like, remember everything that you've already learned from this situation and keep moving forward. Keep working on you. your job. And I feel like you do need to kind of keep eyes on the situation, because somehow there's an intermediate connecting you to this situation. But ultimately, I think you will be fine. But it's still going to stress you out. I think it's an old trauma or trigger that gets brought up as a result of this. But ultimately, confession, like, ultimately you're going to be fine. I just heard you're not going to have to worry anymore, and then the greed card comes out. So if you've been dealing with somebody who's been very greedy, you're not going to have to worry about it. You got good news coming. You do. You have good news coming in the long run from this. So you may need to vent. You may need to kind of just get it out so you're not hoarding that again. But you're not, just stay in high integrity. I don't know what else to say to you. What a crazy read. I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully this has helped you. Hopefully this made sense for you, because I'm like, wow, okay. All right, Libra, there's your read. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Personal reads are open and available. Sending you all the very best. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon. Sending you love.